Happy holidays, y'all. Hopefully everyone got some time off to spend time with friends, family, had good food. If you did have to work, I hope you got that holiday pay. But I'm sick. For the second time, I don't know how I managed to get sick twice in the span of like 2-3 months. My body's truly giving sickly Victorian child, and I'm not here for it. And then on top of that, I'm on my period. So yeah, I'm kind of going through it right now, but you know what makes it feel better? A mystery bundle. I got this off of Instagram from FUNKISION. The word funk, as in funky, literally is such a traumatic word for me. I used to work in museums, and one time I was giving a tour and I was talking about how the infrastructure and the beams of the museum were actually signs. So I don't know how I incorporated the word funky, but instead of saying the word funky, I said fuck. And it haunts me till this very day because there were kids in my tour. I don't get embarrassed very often, but that keeps me up at night a lot. The FUNKISION is owned by SHELBY. She curates vintage 90s, Y2K fashion, and accessories. I was just going through stories on IG, and then I saw that she was offering wholesale bundles. So I was just like, ooh, can you do a small medium wholesale bundle? She said yes. So I kind of just want to go through her profile because her inventory is so freaking good. Like, she's got things with prints, statement details, and it looks like she does a lot of vending too, but I primarily know her from Whatnot. And really, this wholesale bundle is going to be for me and for you because I did ask for my sizing. So whatever really isn't my style. Also, I didn't give like any Depop likes or Pinterest board. It truly is just a wholesale bundle from her inventory, so I didn't really have a say in what I wanted. All I really said is just sizes small, medium. Let's talk about pricing for this bundle because I did pay $120. Shipping was 15 bucks, and she says that there's a total of 8 items in here. So this is what the box looked like. Okay, guys, I know it's open. There was a paper label on top, so I didn't want to show any of our addresses. So when I ripped it off, the tape kind of just came off with it. The adhesive on the tape wasn't as strong. So literally any tugging and pulling, it just slipped like right off. But don't worry, I haven't looked inside. I've been wanting to tear open this box for like the past 2 days that it's just been sitting in here. Oh, okay, we got an accessory. We got silver hardware up here, and then it's just covered in images and graphics, but it kind of has like a travel theme to it. We've got spring break there, we've got flowers, a little wanted lifeguard. People, what are they, like swimming or surfing? Scuba diving. Okay, that's very fun, very water themed, very tropical. Ooh, okay, this is what we're looking at. The first thing that caught my eye is this, because low-key kind of looks like what I'm wearing right now. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh, it's the brand Surrealist. I've never heard that brand before, but I love surrealism. And it's a made in USA, paper tag, size. It smells really good. Shelby did tell me that she washed it, which you guys, if you ever send me mystery bundles, you absolutely do not need to wash anything. Don't waste your laundry detergent on me. I could wash it on my own, it's totally okay, but it does smell super nice. It says it's a size 2. I'm a little bloated for my period right now, so I hope this fits me, but it has a little fold over waist, like an all over, I don't think this is paisley, but it does have an all over print, and it's ruched. Y'all, I love this. This is so me. I feel like my aesthetic right now is very forest fairy. A lot of browns, a lot of neutrals, a lot of greens. This is exactly that, and the texture on top of it too. I have a feeling this might be my favorite piece out of all of them. Okay, we've got more brown. What is this? Another skirt. Oh my gosh. This is Luna Chicks. These tags are so good. Another paper tag, made in USA. This is a size small. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is so freaking cute. It almost has that like faux suede construction. And is this a functional drawstring? It is. You can scrunch it a little bit more to make that hemline a little bit more dramatic. Oh my gosh, I love this. I feel like this is gonna be one of those pieces that definitely highlights the hips. And I'm trying to get over that. I have mentioned in the past that has been like one of my biggest insecurities. So this is definitely a piece out of my comfort zone, but we are gonna rock her. So far, that's been 2 paper tags made in USA. I don't come across a lot of paper tags out of the thrift here in LA. So love, love, love that. Ooh, we've got some florals. What is this? Freesia. Another paper tag made in USA. This is a size small. Oh, she's cute. She has a little surplice neck, a banded hem. I love a good dramatic and flare sleeve too. In the early 2000s, one of my biggest like fashion role models was my aunt, and I feel like she always wore things like this. Very feminine, very sexy. I just hope the girls can fit in this. If not, we're gonna have to find like a red lacy bra so that we can, you know, have her peek through. Okay, this might be the last color that we have. Vixen. Look at all these paper tags made in USA. This one is very, very boho. She has an all over print. I think the sleeves flare out a little. Yeah, they do just a little bit. This might be a little too boho for my liking. I don't even know how I want to style this. But anything that I'm not keeping for myself, it is going to be on my next Whatnot show. Everything's going to have a $1 start. If you don't follow me there already, I'll leave my link down below so that way you can get $15 in shopping credit and you can get notified the minute that I go live. I know people hate this, but I love a good polyester shirt, especially when it is like authentic 90s Y2K. To me, they're just so comfy to wear, and I feel like they lay on the body so nicely. Shelby did tell me that she included a 2-piece set. I think it might be fully black, but we have one more colored piece in here. Oh my god, there's strawberries. That is so cute. Ooh, it's the brand Venus. Another paper tag made in USA. This is a size small. This one is so freaking adorable. And then look at these little shoulder straps. And the red contrast stitching to this is so cute. I also have family who used to work in strawberry fields, so they just have a really big significance in my life. Absolutely love this one. Okay, now we're getting into more of the muted colors, a lot of the black. So I see this with safety pins. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? Reality Clothing Company. This is a size large, but I think it for sure runs small. I think it'll best at like a small medium for sure. And we've just got safety pins right on the front. The back is totally clean, but the neckline on this literally has safety pins. That is so funny. I love little cheeky tank tops like this, and I feel like this is a good elevated basic. There's enough statement, it's still unique, has a lot of personality. Okay, let's see this. What do we have here? This is a brand, For Wear New York, size small. Okay, it looks like it just has a knit bodice, but these sleeves, let me put this up a little bit. What are we working with here? Okay, we've got beaded sleeves. I think they're like little flowers. And then the cuffs have this little trimming that's knitted. Okay, I love the play with texture, the different fabrics, very fun. This is definitely a lot different than everything else that's in the mystery bundle, but I love this like unique pattern on the bodice. So, ooh, guys, we've got more accessories. Oh yeah, this is very boho, but tell me why this belt, doesn't it feel like it goes, oh my gosh, goes perfectly with my skirt right now. Tell me this isn't perfect. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's leather and then it has little rocks on it. Very, very cute. And then we've got, y'all, I've actually been getting more and more into jewelry, surprisingly, but specifically rings. And I think I may be entering my granny era, because you know what I just bought in the mail yesterday? A ring bender. I want to start bending spoons into rings. I got this at a flea market for $1 and I'm obsessed. But Shelby included this bracelet here. Very stretchy, very comfy to wear. I don't even know what aesthetic this is, to be honest. If anything, I think I would go back to boho. And then we have this fire flame ring, which almost gives like a mood ring. Shelby included so many accessories. I thought it was just gonna be clothes, so thank you so much. And here is the very last 2 pieces, and I'm pretty sure this was that 2-piece set that she was talking about. Dang, it's a leather. Okay, what are we working with here? Maxima. Wilson's The Real Leather Experts. It's a size small. She is sexy. We've got this bustier style, the front hook and eye closures. The side is pretty stretchy, so at least it's not like super structured and uncomfortable. And the back has a zip closure with adjustable shoulder straps. Okay, that is very cute. Very, very sexy. And then we have a little mini skirt to go with it. This looks tiny. I hope this fits me. Let me see. I wonder if I can even put this on my body. A 26. It's a 26 waist. Yeah, that is, I would say a size small for sure. And the back zip closure. Maybe I might be able to get away with it if I wear it a little bit more high-waisted. Look at that. With some fishnets, demonias, a cardigan, that could look very, very good. And I love the feel of this leather. It kind of has that like worn-in feel, so it's very soft and definitely easy to wear throughout the day. So that was my bundle. Let's get things styled and then tried on. Again, this was a wholesale bundle, so it wasn't necessarily curated for me. I was just buying clothes in bulk. So let's see what works out. I like to include this try-on portion just because when it comes to style bundles or mystery bundles in general, a lot of the sellers, even though they ask for sizing, they don't really stick with it. Either they don't stick with it or maybe they just don't know. But in the past, I've asked for small, medium, but then I'll get size large, extra large, even plus size. So really this is about how well can FUNKISION execute sizing. And so here we have that strawberry top. I am obsessed with it. This might be the cutest freaking strawberry top I've ever come across my whole entire life. This is labeled to size small, but I definitely think it has that like worn-in feel to it, so it does best fit like a small medium. Still within what I asked, so absolutely love it. Here we have the skirt and the belt, and I am so obsessed. This looks so good on. I'm also on my period. The fabric of this is so stretchy, so comfy, so breathable. I feel like I can take such a long nap in this and not even be bothered. I thought that maybe the belt was gonna be a little too boho for my liking, but you know what? I go to the run fair pretty often, and now that my style is really diving into this like forest fairy aesthetic, it's perfect. The skirt is a size 2. Usually I fit into a size like 5'7" when it comes to vintage sizing. So it has plenty of stretch. Definitely fits into that like small medium category. I just feel so pretty in this outfit, and I hate to admit it, but I see you guys in the comments. I know you guys are just like,
what? She's liking beige and neutrals? What? She's liking this boho aesthetic? What's next? Liking purple?
I will not feed into this nonsense. Hopefully we're not losing too much light, but it has been raining in Los Angeles for the past 3 days. And so that's the reason why I think I got sick, because of that dramatic weather change. But I've had this top for so many years and I've never really worn it out because I haven't found the perfect bottom until now. Shelby has put me in the perfect outfit for this top, and I am obsessed, even though it's also very hip huggy. I don't know what it is about the bottom, but like I'm really bloated from my period right now, and the waistband isn't bothering me. It's surprisingly very, very comfortable, so she's gonna be staying in my wardrobe. What's so funny too is that I would probably see this at a thrift store and pick it up and be like, oh wow, that's such a cute skirt, but I probably would put it right back. Really what it goes to show is that all you have to do is just try the item on before deciding that it's really not for you. I was a little worried about this top because I thought it was gonna be a little boring and simple on the body, but surprisingly it looks really flattering on, and I think it's because we have this little tie detail and there's a whole bunch of vents. So we have them in the cuffs here, which like makes the sleeves flare out, but we also have them at the hem too. So you see that? Like the silhouette of it just looks really nice. I love it when pieces of clothing prove me wrong, because I was kind of complaining earlier that it might have been a little too boho, but I could totally see myself wearing this out and about. Here we have this top here. It fits very nicely, but I think my only comment really is it's the outlier. Like it just doesn't make sense when you compare it to everything else, because it's so different in style. Like it's not a paper tag, it's not made in USA. She's just a little bit different, and that's not necessarily bad, but she definitely stands out of the bunch. This one's also labeled a size small, and I would say it fits pretty true to size. Oh my god, do you guys hear the outside? Oh my gosh, look, it is like pouring right now. That is crazy. I absolutely love the rain, but Los Angeles is not equipped for this much water. There's always so much flooding at every intersection, but it definitely is vibes. Like all I want to do is get takeout and binge watch Teen Wolf. I already knew this one was gonna fit very nicely, even though it was labeled to size large. A lot of these Y2K pieces run like ridiculously small, so you can't always trust the size that it's labeled as, but fits really nicely, but no complaints here. Totally love her, just have a little duster, lace mini skirt, and demonias. How do we feel about this top? I knew from the jump that the bust was gonna be a little too big because of the surplice neck, and I only have A-cup babies, so I just pulled out my one and only red lacy bra so that we can draw out the red of the floral print, and I feel like it works. It makes sense, but I don't know if our proportions are off, because I did loose fitted loose, and maybe it should be loose fitted fitted. So this was the best that I was able to do, but for sure this shirt is giving Latina Mami. But what is really important is that it fits. That pretty much does it for my wholesale order. I did some math and I spent 120 items on 8 pieces. I didn't include shipping, but it came out to $15 per piece, which I think is pretty fair. I feel like if I would have bought these items at a flea market like USAGI Mercado, easily would have been $25 and up. Wholesale boxes like this really are meant for resellers. So I would definitely recommend Shelby if you are very open-minded with clothing. So if you want it for yourself, like me, I said like size is only small through medium. It takes a lot for me to think that like a piece of clothing is ugly. I'm very open-minded. Or if you're also a reseller, especially if you're someone who likes a lot of Y2K pieces with paper tags, made in USA, Shelby's your girl. I don't know if Shelby has any bundles left, but go hit her up on IG. That's where I ordered mine. But if you don't want to commit to like a full bundle, hit her up on Whatnot. So that way you can buy individual pieces. I'll leave all her socials down below in the description box. Let me know how you think she did down below in the comments. But y'all, I am gonna go get drunk on some Dayquil and go straight to sleep because I feel so lightheaded. But as always, y'all, thanks so much for watching. I do post videos at least once a week. See you in the next one. Bye!